You drop after 22 months inside, the longest wait any land baby gets. You hit the dust at 265 pounds. The ground thuds. Hyenas laugh in the grass. Mother swings her trunk and they back off. Your legs? Wet noodles. First try to stand. Fail. Second, shake, fold, faceplant. Third, wobble, but up. Herd closes tight around you. Ears flap hard. 9 quarts of hot blood race through each one, turning them into built-in fans. Now the trunk test. You lift the hose. It slaps your own eye. You sneeze sand. Try again. Still useless. Hunger burns. You nose around. Miss the nipple. Suck air. Miss again. On the 5th poke, you latch. Warm milk floods. 3 gallons of life. Hyenas edge closer. An ant stamps the ground. They melt away. Sun bakes. Flies swarm. You sway beside 6 moving walls of gray muscle. Day 1 is done. Morning heat hits early. You wobble beside the herd. The matriarch tilts her 5-kilogram brain and chooses south. She remembers a waterhole last visited 10 years ago. No map, no GPS, just neurons and stubbornness. The line moves. Dust clouds rise. A jackal tests the edge. One stomp from an ant turns him into regret. Age 5 days. The march gets ugly. Thorn thickets everywhere. A cousin bulldozes a young acacia, bark cracking like gunfire. 30 birds rush the new clearing. Elephants are landscape editors. You trip on the stump, faceplant, eat dirt. Your trunk finally finds a purpose. Lever, balance pole, snot dispenser. Progress. Time passes. Noon. The waterhole is real. You step in, sink to knees, panic, then discover you float. Herd keeps pushing. They can swim 50 miles if needed, hosing air through trunks like snorkels. You manage 3 shaky kicks. Hyenas watch from shore, confused by aquatic pancakes. You are already 3 months old. You no longer wobble. You stomp. You remember every bend and every hunting trail you have ever walked. Trunk finally obeys. 2 quick curls pluck a single grass blade. Next second uproot a shrub. 150,000 muscle bundles. 0 chill. Evening patrol. Matriarch goes full bulldozer. 1 shove. Dead marula topples. Wood splits. Termite cream oozes. Calves feast first. Birds, lizards, beetles line up next. Dozens eat off 1 crash. Trail opens. You try a smaller mopane. Lean. Strain. Nothing. Keep that for later. Strength comes later. Night. Lions slide in like shadows. Infrabase alarm sprints through sand before scent hits noses. Ants lock shoulder to shoulder. You tuck behind a cousin. Heartbeat hammering. Lions test. Find no gap. Fade into dark. Lesson logged. Strength is community, plus a subwoofer heartbeat. You are still alive to learn the next one. You are 2 years old and already weigh 1,600 pounds. Muscle packed on bones. Steps leave craters. Trunk works like a multi-tool. Pull bark, scoop dust, slap flies, steal fruit from a careless baboon. Dawn march. Grass crisp, rivers gone. Matriarch sniffs wind, pivots east. She pauses, points her trunk at the horizon like a living compass, and young calves file in the angle, memorizing tomorrow's road. She remembers a hidden clay lick, rich with salt. Last visit, 12 rains ago. You believe her. Her brain never lies. The herd follows. Mid-morning, buzzing steel in the air. Humans. 2 jeeps, long tubes pointing. Poachers test distance. Ants bunch calves inside. Matriarch flares. Trumpets once. The sound cracks air like thunder. Jeeps retreat. Dust swallows them. Twilight. Lightning. No rain. Static hum rides soil. You feel it first in feet. Herd tightens formation. Noses test ozone. A single bolt snaps a knobthorn beside you. Splits it open. Starts a fire. Flames hiss toward dry grass. Matriarch leads a slow, deliberate charge through the front. Stomps fire flat. Smoke rolls. You copy. Stomp embers. Save the path. New skill earned. Firefighting by foot. Age 5 years. You tip the scale at 4,000 pounds. Bones thick. Skin cracked. Dry season turns brutal. Pans empty. Matriarch rumbles a code only elephants feel. 14 hertz. Roll east. You march. Dust lifts. Nothing green. Evening. Riverbed finally appears. A ribbon of brown water. You step in. Snap. Crocodile. Jaws clamp your front leg. Pain lights nerves. You trumpet. Infrabase travels 10 kilometers. Ants charge. Tusks first. Croc lets go. Vanishes. Blood clouds. You limp out. Wound shallow. You are already 10 years old. Molars swap out, new slabs slide forward. You chew like a wood chipper. 40 pounds of grass per day just to break even. Evening, you smell fermenting marula fruit. Sweet, sharp, dangerous. Calves nibble. You gorge. Stomach rumbles. Headlight. Matriarch rumbles warning. Drunk elephants stumble into trouble. A lion pride lurks nearby. Noses twitching at odd behavior. Aunts herd wobbling teenagers away. You learn. Even fruit can kill. Night. Stars cold. Herd rests. Young bulls keep jabbing at shadows. Testosterone whispers of must to come. You drift near mother one last time. Soon males must leave. Tomorrow the march continues, and you may walk it alone. Time passes. Bulls your age start trouble. Matriarch decides. minutes. Time to leave. She rumbles once, meaning clear. Go live, come back wiser. You stand at dawn line. Mother brushes your cheek with trunk tip, memory download in one stroke. Then the gray wall parts. You walk out alone. Month passes. Tusks grow thicker, cross 2 feet. Gums ache. You gouge a fever tree. Strip bark. Salt calms pain. Hyenas pace perimeter. Bulls ignore them. Testosterone climbs. Must season whispers. Morning, it hits. Temporal glands swell. Dark oil floods cheeks. Scent screams power. Heart races. Vision tunnels. You march, ears stiff, looking for cows. A full-grown bull blocks path. Older, heavier, temples streaming. Challenge accepted. You charge. Ivory meets ivory. Sound like splitting rock. Dust explodes. Push. Lock. Twist. He snorts. Drives you back 3 steps. You dig. Heave. Gain 2. 10 minutes. Sweat. Pours. Finally he faints. Turns. Yields. Victory tastes like iron and adrenaline. Afternoon. You track a small family group. Younger bull courts her. Not for long. You barge in. Head high. He backs off. She circles you. Tests your smell. Accepts. 2-minute thunder. Ground shakes. Birds lift. Genes transferred. Story extended. You step away. Glands still dripping. Heart wild. She fades into herd. Calf due in 22 months. Record wait. Her problem now. Evening storm. Rain finally breaks dry spell. Lightning flashes. Reveals poacher camp by river. Fresh ivory stacked like firewood. Rage flares sharper than must. You trumpet. Charge tense. Men scatter. Shots crack air. One round grazes ear. Blood and ringing. You keep moving. Crush crates. Scatter tusks into mud. Camp ruined. Night swallows gunman. Age 40 years. You tip 12,000 pounds but feel lighter. Last molars half worn. Every chew sparks pain. Grass no longer soft. You favor bark, mud, anything you can mash. Dry decade returns. Rivers ghost out. Next day, parched air shimmers. You dig a dust pit. Pull water 4 feet down. Not much, but enough for birds, warthogs, even a shy pangolin. Living well is still bulldozing life for others. Twilight. Hyena clan tests you. They sense age. You swing tusks. Now 5 feet. Carve air. Nick one shoulder. They think twice. Slink off for now. Night arrives. Jaw throbs. You find a fallen leadwood. Rub sore gum on cool bark. Watch stars wheel. Herd rumble echoes miles away. You answer. Voice rough but carries. They hear. You're not done yet. Morning will judge the next mile. Teeth ticking. Drought deepening. Predators patient. Memory and mass are all you have left. Age 60 years. Drought turns the land to glass. All herds crawl to one surviving spring. Not fate, geography. You limp in from the west. Tusks dull. Mouth bleeding bark pulp. The matriarch arrives from the east. 70 seasons behind her eyes. She kneels. Exhales. Stays down. Herds merge. Ring her body. Trunks stroke her skull. Lift dust. Drape branches. 14 Hertz hymn rolls outward. Ground hums farewell. Duty passes to the wind. Night drops fast. Hyenas pace the ring. Aunts hold them back, but they cannot stay. Water is miles south. Calves nudge you. You trumpet. Tell them to follow living leadership. They go. You remain. Sentinel of one. Moon climbs. Jaws lock from hunger. A hyena lunges. You slash, miss. Pack swarms the soft belly you can no longer guard. Pain blooms. Fades. Stars blur. One final rumble leaves your throat. Answers itself in the empty plain. Hyenas feed. Vultures wait. By dawn, only ivory and 2 great skeletons share the dust. Savannah breathes. Life bulldozes on. Life as an elephant might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check out the video and see for yourself.